Hey everybody, welcome to another amazing episode of Doc Lil Talks Comics. Tonight we have a greatest hits episode and it is a banger. It is one of the greatest Marvel characters ever created by Stan Lee, and it was a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby creation. So let us not waste any more time in taking a look at this facsimile edition of Silver Surfer issue number 1. This is written by Stan Lee with art by John Buscema and inks by Joe Senna. And it gives you the now well-told origin of Norrin Radd, the man who would become the Silver Surfer. This is one of the most philosophical characters that Stan Lee ever wrote. Say what you will about Stan Lee. His image was tarnished in the last few years before he passed. Perhaps it was true to do, perhaps it was not. But for whatever reason, people kind of dogpiled on Stan right before he died and right after he died, saying that he took credit that wasn't his. And I agree that he overreached. Sometimes I would like to think of him as Stan the Man, but it has poisoned me against him just a little bit. But at the end of the day, you cannot argue against the Fantastic Four run, the Amazing Spider-Man run, all of these great characters that he either created or revived, both with Jack Kirby, John Romita Sr., Gene Colan, all of these different creators that brought the ideas, the basic ideas of Stan Lee to life, and then gave that life so that Stan could go back with the help of Steve Ditko, with the help of Jack Kirby, with the help of John Buscema and Sal Buscema, go and put words into these characters' mouths. So Norrin Radd was a what's the word I'm trying to look for? He lived on Zenla, okay? My brain's not working this morning. He lived on Zenla with his love Shala Ball. And every night, he always wanted to go out and look at the stars. He always imagined greater and bigger and faster things for Zenla. And Zenla felt like they had reached the pinnacle of their civilization. They just were content to do nothing. They were a bunch of do-nothings because the ones that had come before had already done everything. But Norrin Radd looked to the stars. He said, look at these ships. Look at these ideas, all these big ideas that our society, our race has given up on. And they've moved on from that, and they say, you know what, we're good right here. We're going to stay on Zenla, and we'll be protected. And in the end, their protection did not work at all. And Norrin Radd stands before the awesome might of Galactus. And Galactus, he pleads with Galactus and says, don't kill my entire race. And he says, it's too late for that. I must feed. I must eat. And occasionally, let's see, in order to live, Galactus must have energy. Energy which only a healthy planet can provide. If some must fall so that Galactus may endure, it is lamentable. But since time immemorial, is it not always the ants who fall? And in the end, he says, if I had a herald to probe the universe for me, then many worlds such as this would I spare. And so Norrin Radd falls to his knees. If it's a herald you desire, then I shall be that herald. Let me probe the heavens, scan the starways, roam the endless cosmos for you. And he rebirths him. No longer Norrin Radd, but now the awesome, power cosmic imbued Silver Surfer. Forever to be Galactus's herald, to travel the cosmos, to see the birth of universes and the death of stars. One of the comments that I read somewhere, I don't remember if if it was Isaac Asimov or if it was somebody else, but somebody said that they would love another until the stars grow cold. Norrin Radd has experienced that over the course of his life. He's seen the stars grow cold. He's seen the birth of new stars. He's seen life. He's seen death. He's seen the horrors of war and the modesty of peacetime. He's seen all of these things. And eventually one day, Galactus comes to Earth because the Silver Surfer led him there unintentionally. And eventually the Surfer says, I will not let you kill all of humanity. I will not let you do this. And in the end, Reed Richards is the one that scared Galactus off with the ultimate nullifier. But you get this amazing artwork, just breathtaking artwork by John Buscema. Some panels are very Kirby-esque. Other panels shine through with a power that only Big John could imbue this book with. But this is one of the most sought after series from the Silver Age because everybody likes the Surfer as a philosopher. They like that he has the power cosmic and that he can force those who are wrong to do right, if it comes to that. But Norrin Radd is a pacifist at heart. He wants to seek, he wants to understand, he wants to scientifically quantify things. He doesn't want to go out and Hulk smash. He doesn't want to destroy buildings. He has the power to end a life, just like that. But he doesn't want to use that power. Instead, he wants to teach humanity, remind humanity about their human side. That you can talk to one another, that you don't have to fight. One person does not have to be 100% wrong and the other 100% right all the time. You can come to a consensus. You can have a happy medium. It's not a liberal idea. It's a humanistic idea. It's an ethical idea. It's a moralistic idea. That just because you come from the wrong side of the fence or I come from the wrong side of the fence doesn't mean we have to hate each other. It doesn't mean that we should allow politicians and those in power to say, A, you don't like B. You don't have to be controlled. And that's what Norrin Radd is trying to figure out in this series, because he saves an airman who has crashed from the stars. And he had been sent up in a satellite and it crashed. And all he was trying to do was help. And yet the Air Force attacks him. Then he flies over Russia and China and the Koreas. And it's always the same. The story is always the same. In all the galaxies, oh, there we go, that's good. In all the galaxies, in all the endless reaches of space, I have found no planet more blessed than this, no world more lavishly endowed with natural beauty, with gentle climate, with every ingredient to create a virtual living paradise. Possessed of rainfall in great abundance, soil fertile enough to feed a galaxy, and a sun ever warm, ever constant, ever symbolizing new life and new hope. It is as though the human race has been divinely favored over all who live. And yet, in their uncontrollable insanity and their unforgivable blindness, they seek to destroy this shining jewel, this softly spinning gem, this tiny blessed sphere which men call Earth. While trapped upon this world of madness stand I. How much longer am I destined to endure a fate I cannot even comprehend? He's not Democrat. He's not Republican. He's not selling anything. He's not kissing babies. But instead, he wants you to think of deeper thoughts of life. Why we have made it to where we are, where we can have YouTube and it's free and anybody can get on this platform and we can talk about things. And we can talk about the books that we love. We can talk about the books that we hate. But you know what? One of the books that I hate may be one of your favorite comic books. And that's great. That's fine. I love having conversation and discourse rather than just, oh, well, that book sucks. I don't know why you would read that. I'm not here for that. I'm not saying that I am the Silver Surfer of YouTube, but I'm saying there are other ways to communicate your dislikes and your likes. If you go out to a restaurant and your wife or your husband picks a restaurant that you don't like, you don't have to tell them, well, that's the stupidest idea you ever had. No. If they pick that restaurant, then you can say, you know what? We haven't been there in a while. You like that restaurant. Let's go to that restaurant. Or conversely, you can say, yeah, maybe we could try something different tonight. And we'll do that this weekend. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but the point is, this is one of Marvel's greatest series, and it was a shame that it got canceled with the 18th issue, and that we never saw the 19th issue, because we were about to see Surfer let loose, and it was going to be with Jack Kirby artwork of all things. So, if you haven't read this, pick it up. I believe I'm a little bit behind the curve. Issue 2 came out this past week. And so, or actually it's coming out this week. That's correct. And so I don't know if they're going to do the first 12 issues. I don't know if they're going to do the entire run. I'm looking forward to issue 4, just like a lot of other people. His bout with Thor, where Sal Buscema came in as, his younger brother came in to ink his artwork because he just thought Sennett's artwork just didn't fit for the title. So, but anyway, guys, check this book out. I guarantee you, if you like Silver Age Marvel, you will not be disappointed. You will like this book just as much as I do. It gives you backstory about the Surfer. You get amazing artwork. You get a big, thick book, and it's oversized. It's not the same size as a regular comic. It's a little bit bigger because of the Silver Age. So it's a little bit bigger than what you would get with a modern comic. So you get a great story. Excuse me, my voice is going. You get a great story. You get amazing artwork. What more could you possibly want? Silver Surfer #1, guys. Go check it out, either digitally or get it in your greedy little hands like I've got my copy right here. But check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.